done all the groundwork so far. All you have to do now is to present what you have already done in the past 2 days. So as the other mentors have said, just to reiterate, you don't just have to read through your your document. We can all read. We all have access to the document. So you need to present it to us, talk through it, what you've prepared, and I believe it's going to go well. So all the best.
Thank you very much, Mentor Lucas. Lastly, I'll call upon Mentor Kutai.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kutai Olokani, page meter for 129. I just want to thank you all for taking your time to be with us tonight. Since all the mentors have said everything that you need to know, I just want to wish you the best of luck. Thank you, back to you.
Thank you very much. It's been quite an enjoyable 10 days, like I said earlier, but I'm not going to speak much. All I'm going to say is, each batch, we would appreciate if your presentation does not run more than 15 minutes, 20 minutes the most. So let's get the ball rolling. Call upon batch 129. Can you please take over? Okay. Thank you very much. Batch 129, over to you. Batch 129, are you in the house? If batch 129 is not ready, batch 129, if you're not ready, can we move on to batch 130?
I'm Philip Higeti, representing batch 130. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead. Please take the floor.
Okay, tax 1. We were to start MMM in another country, Cameroon preferably. We were given some resources.
Hello, Mr. Philip. Mr. Philip, can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you.
Mr. Philip, there's no need for you to read to us task 1. Just read the
please do not read the questions.
Okay. Okay. The response for
just
task
go
1.
in and start presenting.
Okay. Cameroon is a country on the Gulf of Guinea. It's in Central Africa. And it has a varied terrain and wildlife. Its inland capital is Yaoundé and is the biggest city in the country. Their currency is CFA. The population is about 24 million. Our aim and objective there is to introduce MMM, to educate the people on MMM ideology, how it works, what it is, the rules of MMM, and the risks involved in participating. Also to inspire the people with the bonuses and educate them on the benefit of actively participating in MMM program, and to sensitize them on the potential inherent in MMM as regard to development and growth of the community. And this we hope to achieve through identifying major cities in Cameroon, following the geographical zone, get hotel reservation for number of days, locate venues and halls in the city, organize seminar for sensitization, which should be advertised using social media, and then talk about the MMM ideology in the seminar and start up MMM with the interested parties. There is a workable plan that we just come up with of how we can the money. Like the day one, we secure a resident apartment and paper security, which will cost about $5,000. Day two, we look for interpreters and then bus service. And the three will pay for MMM t-shirt, caps, flyer, poster, banner, and writing material, which we'll use it. And the 14 will create public awareness by targeting dense populated area in the country, running little charity about what MMM has to offer. And then day 5, the team will manage responses from citizens and target registering not more than 450 citizens with a deposit of not more than $500. Day 6, the team will continue with the registration. We have to do SWOT analysis also. The strength of MMM we will highlight, and then the weakness, the opportunity, and the awareness campaign in Cameroon for promotion of MMM. The protocol, we shall engage the service of a protocol officer who will act as our guide in major cities where we intend to set up and carry out massive campaign and promotion. Communication, we shall engage the services of some locals for interpretation for ease communication, as not everyone speaks English, so it is their second language. A brief introduction to the group representative and our mission for city. Accommodation on arrival at Cameroon, we shall secure apartment for our period of stay. Logistics, we shall engage the service of a local-based transportation service that we will be using, and we will group ourselves into 10 for ease presentation and follow-up. Campaign, we shall carry out massive campaign by advertising, printing flyers, banners, the scarf, t-shirt. There will be replacement. Then tax 2, the response for tax 2. And that we have established.
I want to do ask this question to present. All record our application there. No, it's not record, no slides on.
Oh, sorry, what's happening? Hello? Response for tax 2. Now that we have established people in the system, it's time to start training guiders and incentivize them for joining the MMM movement by increasing their participation points so that they can dedicate more energy. Number of new participants will increase on the fact that guiders will be energizing more people into the system. Now, I earlier said we're dividing ourselves, sir. Why you start in the average contribution a week, $300 contribution to the system, $25,000. Hello?
Mr. Philip, you know what? I can hear that there's a lot of noise that is going on. Guys, mute your mic. We're not working with children here.
Yeah?
Guys, mute your mic. Can you please mute everyone?
Muted. Unmuted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, Mr. Philip, you can go ahead. Others, please do not speak while Mr. Philip is still speaking. We need to finish this.
Yes. Tax 3. 100 PH. 100 PH come in from 100 participants at $100 each. It will be $10,000. In order for the 100 PH to be paid, their 30% bonus will also be considered as participants will be given additional $20 on their $100. That means That means 30% of 100 participants equal to $30 interest for each of the participants. Therefore, $3,000 will be the additional interest for each of the 100 participants. The $20 bonus will also be calculated by the number of participants, while we have a total amount of $2,000. Considering the interest and bonus, there will be additional $5,000 to be generated by the system. That is, if 50 participants in regular GH and PH request for GH, the calculation will be 50 participants times $100, which will give us $5,000. 30% of the 50 participant PH of $100 will be $30 times 50 participants, which will amount to $1,500. $20 bonus of the 50 participant PH will be $1,000. Therefore, the total amount of the 50 participant GH will be the addition of the bonus and interest, which will amount to $7,500. At this time, there will only be the sum of $2,500 from the total PH of the 10,000 as 50 participant GH, meaning 10,000 subtracted by 7,550. In this case, if the 50 participants with PH while withholding their interest on 5,000 added reserve amount of 2,500 to make $7,500, which will be sufficient for the next 50 participants GH. But in case there is no PH, we shall be compelled to make sure that there is additional income of the sum of $5,000 to be added to the reserve of $2,500 to make it $7,500 for the next 50 participants GH. Therefore, we can know that there are 55 participants in the system. If we want to provide a sum of about $5,000 to the PH of $1. So this, there will be addition of nothing less than 150 participants in the next 4 weeks to make the cycle grow. To the cycle and for as long as the principle of regular PH remains. Response for tax 4. The festival is strengthening new registration, hence they need to form a strategy to encourage more participation. The strategy we intend to use is we enforce new bonuses and rules. To celebrate the festival, we offer $50 on all new registration on week 10. To encourage more PH than GH, we offer additional 10% bonus when people maintain any PH for 30 days. To reward all participants, with an additional bonus of $10 to 2 participants registered during the season. The advantage of the holiday and engage in massive publicity by doing some community service work to draw more attention to the ideology and benefit of MMM in the community, how it works and how to participate safely. We will also print t-shirts, banners, and flyers and souvenirs in doing that. We will share ourselves in groups and do an offline promotion of MMM. Some will involve in registering willing participants. Some will be sharing flyers. We will work harder on our campaign on social media and share the links, while some of our team members will be involved in the community service and inviting people to attend the offline promotion all week long. This will result in increased PH. I'm very sure we will get a good number of new participants to increase the PH amount. Tax 5, response for tax 5. Now that our plan didn't work out, we don't have enough new registration and new deposit to cover the cost of the current deposit. We need to go back to tax 1 and start the process all over. See where we went wrong. Well, first of all, we need to establish the following. How many participants do we need to continue? How much contribution is needed? What other resources are necessary? Then we will need to go back to the basics, carry out the following activities in order to save MMM Cameroon from a restart, and also to achieve and surpass the shortfall in tax 4. The following mechanism can be used to stabilize the community work in such situation. We teach the MMM ideology in details, increase awareness, train more guiders, recruit more members, increase contribution. Then we will also introduce installment receipt, and MMM follows the rule. The order to receive money should come in half an hour after making the request. But in this difficult period for the community, participants may not receive help immediately, but in parts. For example, each person will receive an installment of 25% of the amount requested. Meanwhile, the MMM guiders will educate the community and give the following tips. Don't donate the sum which is critical for you. MMM is not an investment, rather a donation by some participants to other ones. Regularly give and ask for help. MMM was not created for enrichment or other purposes. It is safer to help weekly with a small amount. Guide MMM as a piggy bank. Don't talk about MMM and invite to the community. MMM will work in stable way if each participant invite just one new member per month. Show positively to protect the project. We want MMM to bring people only positive emotion. We want the members of our community to be happy and share happiness with others. Be sincere with yourself and don't venture a lot of money so as not to worry later. Guiders should not reach out to more people via the social media platform like they use Facebook. For example, work with existing group. Creating your own group and work on popular fan pages. Facebook personal account must have your profile information completely filled. Posting expert comment on active fan page. This will increase traffic to your personal page and therefore the visibility of your referral link. The guider looks like a financial expert. People will listen to the guider's opinion where they should invest their money. Select fan page of financial, economic, political types which contain active discussion. Search for posts and comments which you can respond to with your opinion on the issue discussed. Based on your comment will draw attention and positive attitude. Hence, your status of fan page subscribers will instantly increase and therefore it will be easier to sell MMM ideology to the people. Plan of action for tax 5. To avoid post-move, we will continue carrying out aggressive publicity and campaign consideration, give out extra bonus to encourage new registration and continue to enlighten participants more about how the community is run and sustained. Active leaders are encouraged to join MMM Manager School, and benefits of joining Manager School will continuously be emphasized. In order to increase funds, leaders and guiders are mandated to make a minimum amount of provide help every month to establish them access their referral bonus. Guiders and leaders are given Mavro point for the intensive seminar and publicity they will make for MMM community. Encourage prompt online support to respond to participant and non-participant queries and inquiries. Introduction of Bitcoins to give some level of security to participants. Then the promotion strategy we intend to use is to promote campaign in school, high institutions, most especially in religious institutions, markets. Then we create WhatsApp, Facebook, Skype, BBM, and other social media chat group for sensitization of participants. Upload news, updates, and upgrades on MMM. Upload videos of testimony and publish letters of happiness. Display the achievement of MMM participants, mobile phones, laptops bought via MMM, including cars, houses, and improvement in sizes of shop. Constantly display MMM branded shirt and other branded items to get more publicity. Visit less privileged home, prisons, old people's home, charity organization. Engage in social and community tasks like street cleaning to get people attention and likeness. Task number 6, response. In virtue of this situation, as a post-mode is implemented in which all the old Mavros are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation will right itself, participants will be enjoyed to avoid panic. They will educate members on what post-mode is, rebuild trust by showing past experience of the program, complete transparency of MMM, implement the turbo mining, the basic principle of this action, that is the participant is awarded with a fixed bonus on the contribution he or she makes. So participants do not have to wait passively Now they need to regularly provide assistance and request for getting help. 20% bonus is added to the amount of assistance the participant provides. It means if you donate $1,000, you will be able to withdraw $1,200. The participant can still get 5% for the video in which he shows his face and 3% for the video in which his face is not visible. MMM Turbo and Turbo Mining Action will work for only a stipulated period of time. The administration will collect and analyze the statistics during this period and will make changes to stop mining according to dynamics. If it is successful, the action will be extended, so everything is your hands. Be active, enjoy productive mining, and recruit new members, offering them to avail MMM Turbo. We also implement Bitcoin classes and training sessions. Be active in community on the ground through the service centers. Increase referral bonuses to 15%. Have presentation every day until things are back to normal. Make them understand that the program is not going anywhere. Encourage them to train as managers as well. Tell them about the benefits managers get. Existing members need to know that money comes from new recruits. Teach them the importance of getting help regularly. This comes for tax 7. We shall begin to recruit globally and exchange helps in Bitcoin. We will do more marketing. We will use the same media that were harmful, that work in making in being bad publicity about MMM. We will use them again to explain the situation and then tell them what the restart means. Also, they need to explain what happened to those that lost their money. That is where they think about warning they were given before joining. Show the history and experience of other countries that had a restart. We will now evaluate what happened. Ignore the risk incentives for all timers. Managers must ensure they are not carried away with many bonuses at the expense of transparently impacting the true ideology of MMM. Consult the leaders in countries where it is held and learn from them. We should encourage people to provide help so that the system can move smoothly. Increase the growth of Magro to about 30%. It is important that people know MMM is meant to eradicate poverty, not to invest. Money needs to keep flowing, so constant withdrawal will assist. Honestly, inform people about all the risks in MMM. People get motivated when they start seeing that MMM pays. Being a manager again is very important. Organize seminars for guidance to the next spare money. I think that is all that we have for batch 130. I am Philip Higati, represented the batch. Thank you.
Thank you very much, batch 130. Just one other thing that I'd like to point out. Please do not switch on your cameras. Please do not switch on your cameras. Switch off your cameras. We don't want to see you. Please switch off your cameras. No one should switch on their cameras on the apps. Okay, thank you, batch 130. Can I now go back and call upon 129? 129, if you are ready, please take over.
Yes, about 129 speaking here.
Okay, please go ahead. Go ahead. Please go ahead, we can hear you.
I'm Olayemi Oloyeye, representing batch 129. I'm here to present to you representative of batch 129. Solution 1. Task 1. We need to map out the just as ideology which we share with members of the public. The ideology has to be prepared and arranged in such a way that is clear and understandable to anyone. It is to share it. We need to carry out feasibility studies on every locations. We plan to capture very necessary, as it is will help us to strategize and plan our method of approach to the community. Strategic venues and will be selected for seminars and other events through which we will reach out to the people. We need to also reach out first through the internet and also organize seminars teaching people how to be financially free. We choose a suitable location in the country and cities where people are concentrated and accessibility to human resources in virtual. Important factors to consider: security and residence, accommodation, transportation, links, flyers, cabs, routes, and banners. Public awareness and to target adherence through radio publications. Teams to manage response and continue registration journey for conference. Online education is very important. Flyers with information about what we represent should be distributed to the public. Since the internet is included, we will need to project the ideology and how people can complete their registration plus the website for this purpose. We must plan to conduct seminar with civil servants who seems to strategize more managing the little they have. Targets will be given to members of team. For example, assuming we have 36 members and we decide we must each recruit at least 10 new members, which comes to that 360 new members. We can support the 360 new members to become guidance so that they can also teach ideology, thereby in the community and more interestingly the community. Visit historical places to make our present known. Provide assistance, humanize ideas to less privileges within the community. We will need to set up an office in town where we can attend to people as well as teaching them. Seminars will be held in batches and simultaneously at different locations. Example of place to reach are the higher institutions and other service agencies. Students will be very instrumental in mobilization other students and help teaching the ideologies. The idea is to engage the people in a way that shows we are there to help only and not influence in consequences or put anyone in harm's way. We can also make use of community radio stations and other media outlets. We will go to the nearby villages that have not heard about the MM community and spread the good news with seminars organized at different locations. For example, after a big match, share the ideology to them. We can give away to everybody around. Talking about the vulnerable bonus to participants, that register is encouraged so that they can invite others to join. to now is possible. If the system to 10 members, the post and boosting the post and even create a channel where people can watch news recordings for the seminar. Flyers and name out for people who want to attend the seminar. As much MMM is a mature community, let's not forget that charity is our income. We can also go to a local hospitals and settle some bills, which will encourage to be displayed on the day of seminar. We can use part of capital or as fund for those that have joined the community by providing help. And when they get help, we pay them by the fund and they think that it is free. We will carry out a rally with everyone putting a customized MMM text and making announcement for intending seminars. Also, about MMM technologies. MMM is a house code name in Cameroon. Once I share banners for a seminar, people will show up and I will share the ideology of MMM with them and register those willing to participate. I also go to TV stations for advertisement. Every day I make sure we show the world that we can actually make people to be naturally free by preaching MMM ideology and show the view of our happy participants. I also think immunization on nonsense may also inspire individual already signed on to go out and share this wonderful platform. Quite interesting seminarization is needed, teaching them on how to build their structure and we become the guide of the community. It helps them to work hard to attract new members and encourage them and their guidelines to do more of PH. Yes.
You seem to be very, and I cannot hear you so well. Can we have another branch representative to come in? Maybe Israel network might be slightly better than what you have done. I cannot hear you.
Still speaking on Patrick, I want to know I can represent him because my network is quite strong over here.
Okay.
Please go on. Melody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I think he stopped at task 4. And task 4 goes like this. This was interacting. That's the law.
And please represent, let that guy leave.
Okay. Representing about 129, I think he stopped at task 4. Task 4 goes this way. After 2 months, you have number of and deposits being calculated.
Melody seem to have lost network again. It's very unfortunate.
Can I carry on?
Are you also from one same branch?
I can.
Are you same branch?
From batch 1 to 9.
Charles, your network is not good. Charles, yours is bad.
Yes, from verse 1 to 9.
Can you hear me? I'm also back 129.
Okay, go on.
Can you hear me, please?
Please, guys, one person at a time. I would understand. If all of you are speaking at once, I could not understand you guys. Charles, can you speak out?
Yes, I can. Okay, we go to task number 2. A week has passed.
No.
The average contribution.
Excuse me, Charles. Where did the other guy stop before his network went off?
He stopped
You
the
need to
task.
continue from. You need to continue from where he has stopped.
He stopped the task 3.
Okay, task 4. Task 4, please, not task 3. You stop at task 4.
Yeah, task 4. Yeah.
Okay, task 4. After 2 months, you have the number of the participants and contribution, which you calculate earlier. Now you should calculate what you need to organize within the next month.
South African.
A week after the start of the month, there's the local Cameroon holiday, which is celebrated during a week. Representatives, in this period, the number of registrations fall by 75%. Making a plan of action for a month, which resources and how you should use them. Specify the amount of contribution and participants necessary for the development of the community. Important, $50,000 is given only once. Later on, you should use the free resources from the community. Resolution to task 4. After 30 days, Marlborough should stop growing and they be automatically matched when the Marlborough reaches 30 days. There's bound to be more GH. We just utilize the pause mode. Then we split contribution to before and after the Marlborough's defreezing, depend on the current situation. In as much we need to anticipate that we should use it to our advantage by taking the time to move close to the people. Tell them what benefits they could derive joining the community. Book a refreshment for them at Reflect Centers. Teach the ideology of MMM. Train more guiders. Recruit more members. Increase PH. Let them know the benefit of MMM to the community. A special kind of bonus for participants should be introduced to commemorate the holiday, as well as encourage members to maximize what little window they have to PH. To hold seminars with a capacity of 100 people in attendance. Target a new registration of 200 people. PH target per participant in an average of $350. The total rise of money within the week on PH, 200 times $350 equals $70,000 expenses. $10 to $20,000 activities to get more participants. Carry out charity events and show existing members we care. Organize a party to attract crowds. Play videos of ideology of MMM. Encourage all members to re-PH as the GH. Do social media campaign. Advertise. Invite persons to come and learn about MMM. More flyers to be placed in strategic locations such as churches, mosques, shopping malls, to guide and train the new participants and to also invite their friends to organize an offline event in different parts of the state within the state time. You could also suggest a withdrawal limit per day until everything comes back to normal, as pause mode do cause panic among members, especially those who are not acquainted with the ideology. You plan ahead for the holiday period and set a new target to cover for that one. 1 week holiday period. Introduction of special bonuses of $5 for new registrations, which can be withdrawal after confirmation of health provider during the period. We need to know how many members do we have and go back to the basic. The holiday will serve as a period of providing help basically while anticipating to get help afterwards. To avoid the fall of percentage of the registration, a certain amount can be given to the newly registered members, which can be withdrawn from the community immediately. They provide help, for example, $5 is given to the newly registered member, and once they provide help, they can get help. I believe participants should spread the news about the development, and new members will flow in. We will introduce a GH limit and also make sure that participants did not GH not until they have PH, nothing less than the value that they PH earlier. So with these ideas, no one will be able to GH all their money and run away. And moreover, after the holiday, everything will come back to normal. We can ask to put the community on pause mode for a while an extra bonus while we the managers provide help to the first balance. The system then we can now have similar and so we can also do 1 or 2 charity events to encourage people that we are here to stay. By the time when we open the system, the managers will not be in a rush to get help, so that participants can get help, and when the news goes around, old and new participants will have the mind to come back. We will take advantage of the holiday period to organize shows, seminars, ourselves into groups. We will go to different provinces to reach more people in order to boost the PH rate. All suggested 30 days release date for Marvelous during the holiday period in order to control GH. At least no one will be getting help simultaneously. There will be a space in PH and GH responsibly. And we will need to put new rules that you have to provide either the same amount you provided help for after you get help or higher to keep participants in the platform. And we will need to put a new rule that you have to provide either the same amount, mechanism that makes sure members don't reduce the amount of PH, but rather increase or stick to the initial amount of PH. A good way to keep people in the system is to introduce a recommitment package that requires participants to PH again before having access to the already growth in Marvelous. We can adopt that. We should make sure to get an honest and trusted participant into the community. I'm moving on to task 5. Despite the fact that your plan worked out, you do not have enough new registrations and new contributions to cover the cost of the current contribution. Moreover, you have a reduction of amount of contribution 20%. It is necessary to analyze the plan of action in the situation. What are the resources? How many participants contributed? Need to get the situation resolved due to lack of funds. There are delays in payment. The old participants seeking that neither make their own contribution nor attract new members. Describe your plan of action for the next 1 month. What solution would you have invented and what action you will actually take? State the amount of provide help and registration that are expected this month. Target new registrations. 100 people. PH target per participant on an average of $250. Total raised money within 1 month of PH. 100 times $250, 60,000 minus registration of $20. We will have 58,000 in the system. Then we will tell all $50,000 in the system. Then we will tell all guiders not to GH for their month. Situation like this is when we need to do massive enlightenment. Participants should adhere strictly to the use, just spare money. We should have more persons providing help and focus groups should be encouraged. Each guider and manager in the system has to organize emergency seminar to address the problem. We have to encourage more participants through seminars and social media, and if there is no change, then pause mode is necessary. This will put Marlborough growth and GH on hold till the situation improves. In this case, we need to work hard, get more from the community and encourage them to see the benefit of MMM. In this situation, the guiders and managers need to work on as a team to address the problem as soon as possible. Organize new seminars, increase the number of participants should be their top priority. They need to teach the contribution is the only way that can save MMM. In this kind of situation, guiders should bear the 20% reduction firstly, thereafter task themselves to deliver certain PH amount from there. This will target us to do more promotion and community, both online and offline. Situations like this is when we need to do massive alignment. Participants should adhere strictly to using just spare money. We should have money. We should have more persons providing help, and focus groups should be encouraged. We can also use the media and social media to encourage people that we are on ground and not going anywhere. In this case, we need to look in words like providing more help, and in other to encourage the newest participants by allowing them to get help, because of we pay them. The older participants will have hope that they will get their money and provide more help. If we can do this, it gives them more hope that they will get their money, because the news will go around that people are being paid. We can also use the media and social media to encourage people that we are on ground and not going anywhere. We need to encourage our downliners in the system to know that full ideology of MMM, how it works, and the mission and objective of MMM, the benefit, so that they can also work hard for the benefits of their financial freedom. And we should let them know that they should not panic at all. Their morals are safe, they should just work. And we try to encourage them that they should try and re-PH and time the GH form, the system for situation of the system, and also for our own benefit in the community. Participants has to be reminded of the true ideology of the need to provide help and to bring more people to the community. Pause mode is a last option, as many members who lost hope in the community due to less information they had. In this situation, the guiders and managers need to work as a team to address the problem as soon as possible. Organize new seminars, increase the number of participants to be in the top priority. Participants has to be reminded of the true ideology of the need to provide help and to bring more people to the community. I think at this point, the task falls on the guider and managers to re-establish a balance in the system. Guiders too have to sit down, look into things on how to make the community go on. By pledging with their bonuses and sacrificing their own participants, that's to still keep them in the community. Compulsory recommitment is needed. At least 40% of our total GA should be implemented until situation changes. Create as much as they can to keep the system going while trying to venerate the downliners. Guiders should not be too greedy because of the bonuses they get. They contribute for the balance of the system. There should be a reduction in guiders bonus for the period while being till the system balances. Guiders in the system should be mandated by PH more, as it rests on them to make sure the community is sustained. We can also go to the radio stations, talk to people about MMM, make them understand that they will all get their money, but with time. Tell how they intend to do it. Guiders understand better. They should be the one that will make the system sustainable, because the larger share is actually going to the guiders. Top 6, delay in payment increased to 7 days. Referral activities almost reduced to 0. The old members do not attract anyone and do not make contribution to. In light of this situation, a pause mode is implemented in which all the old Marlboros are frozen and will be available for withdrawal when the situation will right itself. New contributions grow as per old contribution are not frozen and available as usual. Make a plan action for another month. Resource contribution members action, etc. Solution to task 6. First week registration is 300 people with an average of $300 per person. Total deposit on 90,000. Registration bonuses assumed to an average of $20. Addition adding up to $6,000. To pay first contribution, we need to donate donations worth total deposit of 3.3. Registration bonuses expensive 60,000 and 10,000. Transaction expenses 5,000 and 10,000 reassuring old members via text messages and person offers. Each guided members in the system has to organize an emergency marketplace, the post mode. Each to teach the contribution is the only way to save them. Guide them about why post mode has to be introduced and how will we overcome it. Hold meetings with all participants, guide them and pause on post mode. Guiders should try to meet all the time and also draw a plan. Hold meetings with all participants, guide them on the post mode. We can increase from 30% to 60% for newcomers in order to get new PH. Assure them nothing will happen to their marbles till the system is balanced. Incentive to draw new members should be implemented after the post mode is removed. News and memos should be sent to all members in the community, informing them of the need of the track taken to them, encourage them to continue and not to lose faith in the system. New policies can be introduced. For example, new participants can be given a certain amount of bonuses apart from their registration bonus. Guiders should be given a certain target of bringing new participants. Not only by holding seminars alone, there are areas of opportunities where one can find themselves in a place where there are lots of people who don't have any knowledge about the community. And this is an opportunity that one should never overlook. Preaching the knowledge in this time will bring in new participants. They can also study the system. For the old participants who are ready to contribute to betterment can adopt to release some amount of their new marbles to the participant. There should be awareness that MMA is undergoing a system upgrade in order to control the first-time participants. Every moment you have a choice as MMM guided to be at a place where you are at a place. You attract positive energy, and where you resist, you create negative energy. Vibrate and reflect that on you being. It's a simple choice that you need to do. Make sure that them. Nothing will happen. We're just having to work harder and stay positive. It's up to all of us to get out of the pause mode. There should be a constant update of the situation on the ground, would remember. And they can also study the system for the old participants who are ready to contribute for the betterment and decide to release some amount of their marbles. Those of the participants, the one can encourage remaining participants that they need to contribute for the betterment and suitable community. The older participants will be given an opportunity to become managers. This will also help them to know more about the community and have a better understanding how the system works. Marvelous growth should be put on hold for 30 days. In this system, till it's balanced, we can even stop referral growth for 2 months. Every moment you have a choice as an MMM guider to be at peace. When you are at peace, you attract positive energy. And when you resist, you create negative vibes. That reflects back on you being a simple choice that you need to make. Assure them nothing will happen. We're just having to work harder and stay positive. Carry on. Firstly, all matured marbles should stop growing. Secondly, each guider should PH at least 50% of the earnings. So far in the system. Thirdly, mouth-watering bonuses should be attached for new members as members of encouraging them. Fourthly, each guider should encourage the downline on the benefit of referral. Lastly, massive alignment and seminars should be carried out. In the case we should need to still look in words of as guiders, we will first provide more help, then talk to people, because if they hear from us more, they would more hope in us as answers. Questions from our downliners cause communication helps. What we can do in the introduction, GH limit, and also make sure that participants also pH, nothing less than what they pH last time before they will be able to GH. In all the participants will want to GH at the same time, which will give the system a problem in the long run. The team will now repeat the plan mentioned on task 1. These are activities of day 3 to day 7. Whilst the seminar that concentrate more on registered members, teaching them on the advantage of having referrals under them and ways to attract new members. Advert, radio, television stations. I think that the situation currently in Nigeria now, firstly, all matured markets should stop growing. Secondly, each guider should pH at least 50% of their earnings so far as the system. Thirdly, mouth-watering bonus should attract for new members as members of the encouraging fourth. Fourthly, each guider should encourage their downliners on the benefit of referring. Lastly, massive alignment and seminars should be carried out. In addition, constant and frequent seminars should be done, telling members about the ideology, making them understand that we are MMM. Moreover, MMM is not a financial institution. The money are stored in a place or in an account. We are all MMM. Without us, nothing can be achieved. MMM is a community founded on trust. All participants, both old and new, should be carried along in all matters. We can even stop referral growth on a manager percentage immediately. Leads bonuses should not be more than second generation. System needs to recognize the time that each participant sign up and the time they pH in the system. And when it reaches 30 days, the system can match the participant automatically. Like CRO should look into orders where fake pop and unique confirmation orders are act fast, as it's one of the discouraging some members. No growth, either referral or leaders should be stopped, but it can be reduced unless MMM would just be like the other copycats in our society. Not be allowed to judge from the system without pH. Most people are found of withdrawing only referral bonuses without putting money back into the system. Disturbance into community development projects, encouraging members that MMM is alive and is strong. Contribution of physical projects with coverages from media houses and running documentary of how MMM has changed lives of common participants. Task 7. Despite your efforts have been insufficient to reveal the situation, a restart took place. All the old markers are moved. We started to work from the beginning. Serious negative impact on the members and unfavorable response. One or two negative articles in the mass media, and we have to make a fresh start in such conditions. A plan of action under specific conditions for a month. Plan a action of specific conditions for the month. For the system to have a smooth restart again, we are going to work very hard. A restart requires a complete openness, honest to everyone involved in the shutdown. Media will be used to explain the situation and what a restart means. We will also explain the risks to participants that lost their money. They were advised to participate with spare money only. We will show the history and expense to other countries, like South Africa, that had a successful restart. We need to organize people that good on a system or press meant on online adverts and the visual effect on the community. Well, if it comes to restarting the system, then a massive bonus package of about 100% can be introduced.
So, Charles.
Yes.
Excuse me, Charles.
We have 15 minutes for every bunch, and it seems you have gone beyond your time allocated, please.
All right. Okay.
Every bunch have 15 minutes only.
Okay.
Thank you. Charles, I said you just need to summarize. I did not say you close. You just need to summarize, and you end up to another group, please. I did not say you need to close. You can summarize and you give to another group to discuss. Thank you.
Okay. Guidance must ensure that they are not carried away with many bonuses at the percentage. We must consult the leaders and countries where it happened and spread the ideology of MMM. We need just to bring testimonies of that MMM has restarted in other countries and that they are continually going. And that's the for 129.
Thank you very much, batch 129. We will now call upon 131.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dekola Diadeni. I think you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead. We can hear you. Go ahead,
Thank you.
please.
Okay.
Unmuted.
And batch 131.
So just before you go ahead, I hear an echo, and I think it's probably because you probably have the YouTube link open. So can you just close that so that there's no echo?
Okay, let me see what I can do, please. All right. Okay. Is it okay this way?
I can still hear it, but go ahead. It's not too noticeable.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So I represent that 131. Tax 1. Solution tax 1. Description, location, Cameroon. Population, 22.25 million. Language, French and English. Currency, Central Africa. CFA, francs. Duration, 1 week. Objective. The objective of this task is to develop an action plan for initial takeoff of MM Global in Cameroon. After we have initially $50,000 to the internet, 33 members of the team, knowledge from guided school strategy, now action plan. Day 1 to 2, arrive at Cameroon, settle all the such logistics such as accommodations and feeding, identify strategic location for publicity and seminars. Day 3 to 7, immersive publicity using the following means: online awareness, using Facebook ads, YouTube, etc. Offline awareness using banners, posters, flyers, etc. Organizing seminars in strategic areas using flyers, posters, banners. Sensitization as various universities and purposes. Sorry for that. Campaign in major markets and malls. The projected number of registered for 5 days. Other participants with the ability to provide help, $1 billion. That's the exchange rate now, 611.61 CFA. Projected deposit for 5 days. 100 participants multiplied by $100, to be equal to $10,000. Cost incurred by team within 7 days. Balance after 1 week in Cameroon equals to $50,000 US minus $22,500 US equal to $27,500 US. Track 2 solution. Plan for the next 3 weeks. Expected number of registered 100. Average contribution per participant $100. Minimum average growth rate 30%. Minimum registration bonus 20%. Week 1. Total contribution of participants to be equal to $100 multiplied by 100, which is equal to $10,000 US. Total registration bonus of participants equals to $20 multiplied by 100 equals to $2,000. 30% growth on 100 registered participants contribution equals to 0.3 multiplied by 10, which is equals to $3,000 US. Total get help request for 100 participants equals to $10,000 plus $3,000 plus $2,000 equals to $15,000. Total get help equals to $15,000 US. To make up the 30%, that is $3,000 US and registration bonus, which is $2,000 US required. Additional participants at the end of 2 weeks. So, expected number of registration at the end of week 2 equals to 100 plus 50 equals to 150. Expected number of registration 150. Average contribution per participant $100 US. Minimum average growth rate equal to 30%. Minimum registration bonus equal to 20%. Total contribution of participants equals to $100 US multiplied by 50. That will be equal to $15,000 US. Total registration bonus of participants $20 US multiplied by 150 equal to $3,000 US. 30% growth on 150 registered participant contribution. 0.3 multiplied by $15,000 US equals to $45 US. Total get help request for 150 participants equals to $15,000 US plus 3,000 plus $4,500 US equals to $22,500 US. That is total get help whole. Make up the 30%, which is $45,000 US and registration bonus. 3,000 requires additional participants at the end of week 3. 45,000 plus 3,000 divided by $100 US equals to 75 new participants. Expected number of registration at the end of week 3 equals to 150 plus 75 equals to 225. Week 3. Expected number of registration 225. Average contribution per participant $100 US. Minimum average growth rate 30%. Minimum registration bonus 20%. Total contribution of participants equals to $100 plus 20 plus 225 equals to 225,000. I mean, $22,500 rather. 30% growth on 225 registered participant contribution equals to 0.3 multiplied by 22,500, which should be all equal to 67,500. Total get help request for 225 participants equals to 22,500 plus 4,500 plus $6,750. All will be equal to $33,750. To make up the 30%, which is $6,750, and registration bonus, which is 4,500 requires additional participant at the end of week 4. $6,750 plus $4,500 multiplied by $100 will be equal to 113 new participants. Spend numbers of registration at the end of week 3 equals to 225 plus 113 equals to 338. Week 4. Active number of registration 338. Average contribution per participant $100. Minimum average growth 30% rate Total contribution of participants, $100 plus 338 equals to $800. Total registration bonus for participants, $20 plus multiplied by 338 equals to $6,760. On 338 registered participant contribution is equal to 0.3 multiplied by $800, which will be equal to $10,140. Total get here for 338 participants equals to $3,800 plus $6,750 plus $10,150, which will be equal to $50,390. And total participants for the next 3 weeks: week 1, 100 participants; week 2, 150 participants; week 3, 225 participants; week 4, 338 participants. Expenses of team. Balance after 1 month in Cameroon: 50,000 multiplied by 22,500 plus 18,000 naira is equal to 40,500. That's 3 solution. Total registration for 4th month: 8 participants. Number of guided trained 10. Assuming 8 registered participants in previous month were able to register on the average 2 new participants per week with ability to provide help. Hence, number of new registration for week 4, 338 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 4 equals to 2704. Others were able to register on average 5 new participants per week with ability to provide help. Hence, total number of guiders, new guidelines will be 10 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4 equals to 200. Total registration for the month: 2704 plus 200 equals to 2,904 participants. Total contribution for the month of an average of 100 per registration, 2,004 multiplied by 100 equals to 290,400. Activities to get more participants. Carry out charity events and show existing members we care. Encourage the old member to PH as a get PH. Social media campaign and advert to invite person to come and learn about MMM. Hold more seminars in school and play videos of the advantage of MMM. More flyers to be placed in strategic locations such as eateries, shopping malls, etc. To guide and train the new participants to also invite their friends. To organize an offline event in different parts of the states. Solution to tax 4. Avenue registration from previous month is 2,904 participants, and this is also projected for new month. But due to the celebration, registration dropped by 75%. Registration during the festival, 25% of 2,004 equals to 76 participants. Difference in registration: 2,004 minus 726 equals to 2,178. Therefore, to meet up with setback, more registration need to be made. Targeted number of added registration: 2,178 divided by 3 weeks equals to 76 participants. Targeted number of participants per week: 2,004 plus 236 equals to 3630 participants. In order to meet up with the registration, we are back on the following. Import mode was implemented to delay get here for 1 week holiday period, and we also announced on participants POA a week before the holiday that they were assured of system restoration and functionality immediately after the holiday, so to avoid unnecessary panic. The already trained managers also helped in giving awareness and orientation to participants in the solution and resume them of the honesty and healthiness of the community. We participated during the festival, sharing MMA flyers and also holding charity events to sensitize participants about MMA ideologies. Text 5. We analyzed analysis of the initial plan that failed, identify loopholes. We re-strategize, intensify sensitization through the organization by hosting charity events, work on broadcasting new reach in terms of awareness to other parts of the countries, acquire from MMM founding fathers in other countries where MMM is successful, and discover how they overcome that stage. Start using seminar venue where charges are not involved. Targeting many campuses, deal with some cost. Start using seminar venues where charges are not involved. starting mainly campuses. This will save us some costs. Analysis of the initial plan that failed. Reach out to them on one-on-one awareness and sensation, set up a meeting with both participants and guiders to educate them more on why we have to keep the system alive. So, new participant registration and referral from old persons should be given a high target. At least 1,000 persons should be gotten for a target of 1,600 persons. Strategize on how to make participants full PH. Inform guider to explain to their downline that pulse mode means what pulse mode means and motivate them to provide help the more. Encourage everybody to provide help into the system. Train more participants to be upgraded to the guider. Recruit more members. Add more incentive like 5% of the video of happiness, EDC. Train more guiders. Add more incentive. This withdrawal limit on guidance to avoid more draining of the system. Meeting with managers, increase bonus incentive introduced in tax 4, target aggressive presentation in established companies, public meeting with free venue cost, have an opening meeting with critics, organize charity events to remind people of the ideology, financial freedom, target new areas, new cities, towns, shopping malls, organize several presentations in public places and competitions with prizes. Shopping vouchers put together in place to reward achievement, ideology training, request video from individuals about their MMM experiences and letter of experiences, letter of happiness rather. Educate members on what the pulse mode means, avoid panic, increase fire bonus to 50%. Give automatic immediately to new members. Yes.
You have 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes before you wrap up. Your time is ending in 3 minutes. Thank you.
No. Okay. Educate members about where the money comes from. Teach members the importance of regular GH. Do daily presentation, ensuring them that the community is not anywhere. Solution to tax 7. Circulate information about the results all participants in all participants' office. Organize a media chat in media television station to educate people and persuade them to contribute more. We teach MMM ideology, mechanism rules. We educate the community and guiders and managers to create massive awareness about MMM to counter fake negative comment that will be spreading. Educate and re-educate, participate both old and new through WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Not to panic. Encourage participants to PH, no matter how small it is, to keep system running and to get help. Continue to meet with the guiders and brainstorm on the way out, and encourage one another to believe the system, to believe in the system and be able to be together. Give extra bonus to old participants and new participants. Gather can PH and allow participants to get help in the title. Include registration bonus and referral bonus to motivate participants. Encourage them, let them know that MMM has no central account. Include 1 month anniversary bonus and teach them the reason for frequent PH. Let them know that PH is the solid rock of the system. Thank you. My name is Yakola Adenibepo, batch 131.
Thank you, batch 131. Can we call on the next batch? 132. Batch 132.
Ready, Mom. Thank you very much. Good evening. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Mentors and my fellow representatives here. We have been asked to establish MMM in Sudan. Here in the solution, we have our population to be 14,620,000. The best language spoken is Arabic and English. Religion is Islam. They use Sudanese pounds as their currency. We have $1 to 6.4 Sudanese pounds. And we have the target area to the council. Then the team representing us there will be 23 members. Now, go back to the objectives. We're going to promote MMA ideology. We're going to create a strong awareness on the enormous benefits of MMA Global. Then we are going to register as many persons as possible just to introduce financial freedom to people of Sudan. And that brings us to the plan of action. First, we have to get ourselves to research on Sudan. We get our passports, everyone, book hotels and hotels. We need to research in the policies, the law, the languages, situation. We need to employ the service of an entrepreneur, of an interpreter service because of the language barrier. We have to research and gather the names of the leaders and the NGOs because we're working with them. We have to download the collective videos that contain testimonies of persons who have benefited from NNN before. And they're going to get customized t-shirts, organize some meetings online and on-site. And this ensures frequent communication with ourselves. Now we have the chart analysis here of Sudan. You can see we're just with the first one, which is the largest country of Africa, one of the 25 poorest countries. So that's really actually be our strong point here. And we have an attractive foreign investment as the opportunity. And again, the threat is an increased price food items in the world. All right, that brings us to the next action plan. And we'll get some communication devices like internet routers, and we'll organize meetings with community leaders and school unions, organize systems, campaigns, the media market, sending of emails and blogs. Then you're also going to create social media awareness. They will organize seminars and workshops. And the next thing we have there is a budget, a $50,000 budget. So our achievement for the week is we have 1,500 attendees with 1,000 Eastern registration and 100,000 PH, Eastern PH. So that's our budget there and the expenses we need for that. Because that's because the staff too. And we just recited the first week here. Then and a plan of action for this week is more campaigns, thorough campaigns everywhere, more campaigns, seminars in different areas, strengthening of participants who have provided help, educating them on the benefits of referral. And we are going to encourage participants to share screenshots of their brain marble. This will actually bring more persons. And we're going to hold online conferences and seminars to invite new participants. And that's our expenses for that day. But that's for this 3 weeks, sorry. Then we have for week 1, we have seminars on street awareness, and that gives us 460 registration. And for the second week, 500 registration. For the third week, we have 50 registration, and the amount we have there. So the accomplishment for this week is 1,610, and our total new PH ratio is $161,000. So yeah, the expectant PH is $150,000. That's our budget, and our subsequent PH amount will be $11,000. After which we have subtracted it from each order. So that takes us to task 3. And we just go back to the solution. We just recited the entire plan for last month. And right now, our expenses here is $7,250. And the total number of participants we've gotten throughout the month, that's the first 2 weeks and 3 weeks, we just finished talking about is about 2,610 participants. And for the 1 month action, we're going to begin this labor campaign. This encourages participants to bring more participants, educating them on referral bonuses, boosting our fan pages, our Facebook fan pages, holding seminars on webinars, and our expenses here is $2,000 for data subscription, because we're not going to do much seminar, much of site, but it's going to be more online. Now, our other participants will be encouraged to bring at least 1 participant a week, while our managers will be encouraged to bring at least 5 participants a week. So for the first week, our managers got 5 participants. The second week is 6, and each of them, so they have 100 right now. And the third week, we have 8 of them, and 100 of them brought in. Each of them brought 100 of them brought 8 participants, and that's it. And we have our growth coming up. Of it all, we have a total of $1.9 million to $34,800 left to do. That's our budget right there. We'll go back again to task 4. Now, from the immediate month, we said that a number of participants is now 31,170, and the balance going forward is $1,934,800, and the expected period we have it there needed right now is $1,452,200. That's what we are going to be looking for right now in this month. So our expenses here is 4,100. So the plan for the first week, since we're going for outreach, awareness campaign, seminars at different locations, distribution of handbills with testimonials from farms in Sudan, neighbor-to-neighbor campaign, street awareness campaign in major public areas, contact and encourage other members to repeat. This is very necessary for the growth of the community, actually. Now, for the first week, we're doing very well until the second week. Until the second week, we had a drop by 75%. Now, because of the drop in 75%, we had the second week to be 908 participants, 908, so 75% fall. So that's why it resulted to that. So we have to step up our games. We step up our games, and we are not going to bring 2 times target. Target is the first you get to 2 times the target. And when we do this, we are going to be very, very much going on shortly with it. And that will give us 22,695 participants as against 14,504 targets that we had before. And that takes us to tax 5. Tax 5, we've done everything we want to do, but it works, but it wasn't enough. And so our contribution fell by 20%. Now, the resources we need right now is flyers, consultation centers, from internet, we need billboards, we need social media, we need the members of the guidance testimony. We need 150 trained local guiders. So the one with already, and we need the one-on-one talk by neighbors. Now, it's just say $4,400. Then the solution, we need the managers to be campaigns, we need to sponsor social media campaigns, we need to organize charity events, seminars, rallies, and the rest of that. And that's the contribution that our new target, where we are at 25% drop. But right now, we should work on that. And there's a 20% fall. We'll still be on the right pace. But right now, we're going to be having, if there's a drop in the former target that we have, which was 14,524 persons, that means we still have to target what we had before. So that brings us to the guiders. Our guiders are actually our strong point. We look to them. Now, our guiders, we have to get 10 persons, 10 participants in each week. They have to try to get 10 participants in each week. And our all participants, we have to get 2 in each week. All right? We're going to get 2 in each week. And that brings us to 25 for the first week, 2,500 for the first week, and second week, things like that. And here, we now have a total of 293,192 participants. That's actually just, it's also, and that's what we get for that very task. Then the amount left after paying our former GH level, we have $29,028,000. And that's our budget. Our balance is over there at 8,810 as our balance. That takes us to tax 6. That tax 6. We said that the cost mode was implemented even after everything we have done. So first of all, we're going to educate everyone about what cost mode is all about. We want to avoid panic by reassuring our members. We want to continue to teach them the true ideology of MMM to participants. We want to increase referral bonuses. It's a way of, it's an incentive, increasing referral bonuses to 15%. We want to educate the members about where the money is coming from, meaning that there is no central account. The money comes from their pocket and their pocket only. And if they don't PH and GH regularly, the system will not move forward. And you're going to do daily presentation and seminars assuring members that the community is still with them and we are not going anywhere. And it will only function by them. So this encourages those participants probably affected to repeat. We are going to increase we are going to continue, we're going to implement the use of Bitcoin so that we can utilize other countries. And the participants will be allowed to withdraw their margin once they have been told to page, they'll be paging 20% of their fulfilled margins already. So next week the first month is listed, they're going to put a limit to DHG. So until the entire program is stable, that is what you're going to do. Our target for this tax is our distance is $4,000. Then we have a balance of about 4,810. And that takes us to tax 7. On tax 7, we said the restart has occurred. It's near the control that when restart has occurred. So what we have to do now, we have to allay panic. By holding massive seminars in different areas and towns in Sudan, and we're going to build an awareness of what caused the restart and educate participants on how to forestall the recurrence of that restart. We're going to use the mass favor, especially those mass media that actually will be having a negative effect on MMM. We're going to do that by sponsoring their most popular programs. And they won't help, they can't help us to start singing the praise of MMM or hear MMM. That's what they're going to be saying. Now, we're going to control the media by breaking the news and explaining the situation in detail. Also, guidance will go to their different social media and explain the restart and encouraging participants to provide help. Now, billboards, flyers, or posters will be placed every corner, every corner, very billboards, sharing for flyers. Now, there's this massive campaign in every area of Sudan. It's fighting the ideology. The ideology is going to continually be recited. Now, we are going to consult guiders in countries where a restart has happened before, and we're going to ask them how they were able to come out of it successfully. We can also increase our registration bonuses from 20 to 30. So registration bonus of $20 will increase to 30. And we'll face the situation and talk to the members and let them understand the reason of restart. Now, our guiders are usually our strength, as I said before. Therefore, we have to encourage them to start with the restart by providing help. And we're going to emphasize on the reason to get to provide help. Now, all guiders should remain on the same to push panic and to encourage downlines to restart to the restart. Now, we're going to ensure them, reassure them that we are co-owners of the community. You are MMM, I am MMM, we are MMM, we are one. Without you, without I, without the other person, MMM cannot go forward. So we're going to reassure them that we are co-owners. And we're going to encourage both members to keep communicating healthily. Now, all team members, especially the guidance community, to get other participants all complete without fresh introduction of MMM, with emphasis on its ideology, how it works, its rules and benefits. Now, guidance will go on its own, run Sudan, and hold seminars in areas where MMM have not been here before. So we are going to take advantage of that. Now, we're going to encourage people to more than the way they did, than the way they get help. Now, all participants should perform promotional tasks on their Facebook account, on their Twitter account, on all their social media accounts. Now, as part of keeping them alive and active in Sudan, regular batches of participants will be trained and certified as guiders. These guiders too will manage other participants with proper and better orientation about MMM. And that is our budget. That's our budget and so on expenses. This is 4,810. I'll conclude with this. MMM is a community which has come to grant us the mutual aid we've all been yearning for. Not just in South Africa, not just in Nigeria, not just in the Philippines, but soon to the whole world. Thank you for listening. Together, we can change lives. Thank you. The representative.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for batch 132. I now call upon batch 133. Please, batch 133, remember, time, 15 minutes, not more than the maximum is 20 we can allow, but please take over.
Okay, good evening, Mentor Yama, and all of the mentors in the house, and all of the batch representatives from several batches. My name is Ikenna Okeke from batch 133. I'd like to also introduce all of my batch members. I have Ojoayo, I have Sheriff, and Daniel. When it's time, of course, I have to call them up to come and talk about their task. Briefly, myself, I'll be talking on task 1 and 2. So later on, I'll introduce the rest of my batch representatives to talk on the rest of the task. Task 1, of course, we started with the task of having to introduce MMM to a country, which is Cameroon, that's never been before. Given the fact that we have $50,000, the team, of course, this team, of course, we are 20 in number, and I'm also giving the word of knowledge that we have from guidance. So, briefly, the solutions, like I said earlier on, we have this team which consists of 20% number. There's a breakdown of all of the activities because we can't be able to go into a country we've not been before, as we are aware that Cameroon is a South African country in South African Republic country in Africa. So quickly, the solution to task 1 is first of all, let's assume we landed on a Sunday. So after the rest and all of that, we got out on a Monday. So we try to print out all of the flyers that we need. Of course, there's a breakdown of all of these costs. Let's assume we need about 1,000 flyers, and there's also the cost which would happen of $400. On Monday, so we set out to print flyers and MMM t-shirts that we use for promotionals and all of those seminars out there. Tuesday, it's important that we are aware of the location of where we are because we are in this country for the very first time. So it's very important that we get location inspection. So quickly, what we do is to be able to get a tour guide, somewhere that we're able to take us around to show us places in town because we will not be doing awareness in just one part of the town. There's Douala, there's Yaoundé, and so many other. So on Tuesday, we'll be seeking out for the purpose of an interpreter. And we plan to get about 3 interpreters because what we plan to do was to run 3 seminars concurrently in the town since we are about 20%. So to split ourselves and do justice to that. That's for Tuesday. Then on Wednesday to Friday, we actually intend to hold these seminars concurrently at different locations. So from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll be doing all of those seminars from one location to the other. Then Saturday, of course, we'll come back to be able to reevaluate ourselves and make sure we've actually gotten all of the persons. Our target audience is about 200 participants to provide a help of at least $100 each, which would necessarily accrue to $20,000. So there's a breakdown of all of the expenses, given the fact that we had $50,000 to start with. So we'll print out flyers, which is out there, 1,000 pieces in copy, which will cost about $400. There's also the cost of t-shirts for all of the 20 persons that will be members of the team. All of these things are broken down there. The cost of accommodation as well, the cost of flight tickets, which would cost about $7,000 for the 20 persons that will be flying into Cameroon. The cost of hiring the seminar equipment, which will cost $1,500. The cost of option, of course, various seminar grounds, $500. We're also supposed to pay the interpreters, of course, 3 of them, which will also cost $1,500. And we'll also build out $1,000 for miscellaneous, and all of them totally accruing to $25,400. Now over to task 2 without wasting much time. Now it's the truth that we said we set out to bring out 200 persons to register at least with an amount of $100. So that will accrue to about $10,000 for the first after the first week of our set out. So if peradventure we have $20,000 already in the system by virtue of having 200 persons, how do we go about footing the payout at the end of the month? So we actually agreed that what we do is we have to project 300 new participants to be able to actually also donate an average amount of $50 each. Of course, you are aware that when you multiply 300 by 50, you're going to have about $15,000. Now, the truth is, we have 200 persons in the house already providing an amount of $100 each, which will accrue to $20,000. So it's expected that we'll have to pay these persons 30% of $10,000, which is the whole amount that has been given out by these 100 persons, is $6,000. Now, we also assumed that the fact that we're going to also give out registration bonus to all of these 200 persons. And so you're aware that if we multiply 200 persons by $20, it's going to give us $4,000. So when we add up the $4,000 of the registration bonus, the $6,000 of the 30% of the total amount, which is $20,000, I beg your pardon. So if we add up $2,000 to $6,000 to $4,000, we're going to get a total amount of $30,000. So it does mean that we need to cater for a deficit of about $10,000. How did I get that? Of course, we're going to subtract the total amount we have from providing from all of those survey participants, which is $10,000. We're going to subtract that amount from the total amount they're supposed to pay. That's the amount they're supposed to pay out after a month, which is about $30,000. So what we do, of course, is we also get these 300 persons. So if you've actually given us $30,000, so it does mean that we'll have $10,000 already in the system. So if we have 300 persons provided of $50, we'll have $15,000. So it does mean that we'll have $10,000 out of the $15,000 catering for the deficits that we had, since we already had $10,000 given the total paid by persons. So at the end of this, we also have $5,000 that will be left in the system. So this is how we actually plan to take up task 1 and task 2. Without wasting time, I'd like to call on Ojoayo to let us in on task 3 and 4. Thank you so much, Ojoayo, so you can take over from here.
Hello, good evening, mentors. My name is Ojoayo Ademosu from Nigeria. I'm a representative to batch 133. I take off from EPNA on tax 3. The solution to tax 3 will need 180 new participants and looking at an average of $100 donation each. And that should give us about $15,000 deficits, though that may increase because of the number of participants. We may have more than that, but that is our target. And after achieving that, then we can move on to tax 4, which we are taxed. We are being taxed to tell how we could rectify the dip in participants' participation. Solution to that is first, I would like to want to freeze all Marvels to stop growing, so that they don't grow beyond their 30%. Causing that, doing that will prevent further problems. Because if we have limited participants in the system and there's so much amount of money to be paid out to the participants, then we are gradually coming to the end of the project. And after that, we would offer a 5% bonus to registrars, to new participants who would register at least $100 and above. That's just as an incentive to getting more people into the system. And if we're able to do that, we pay out on a monthly basis of that. That gives us about $155 per person instead of the $150 because of the bonus that is included in that. So targeting about 200 new participants for that. We create a major awareness. We take charge by using the seminar and every other available opportunity using the social media like the Facebook to promote majorly in Cameroon. We can create a Facebook page, a Facebook fan community page, get people to like it, promote it, paying Facebook actually to centralize it around Cameroon. We use Twitter, we can use the YouTube as well. And then we would like to enforce that no account stays idle. Okay, we enforce a rule that makes all accounts to be active. That should encourage more PH, and the testimonies that people will get through that would definitely lure more participants into the community. That's all about tax 3 and 4. I would like to call on the next rep for batch 133, Mr. Daniel, to take up on tax 5 and tax 6. Thank you.
Yes, my name is Daniel Zinabo. I rest on the existing protocol by my older representative. Now on tax 5. The plans haven't actually worked out well, and it has now led to a dip of minus 20% in our contribution, which will now make people now feel reluctant to provide help. Now, what will be our first plan? We'll continue to stop all Marvels from growing beyond 30%. Secondly, we'll freeze new Marvels for 30 days. We must let in 150 persons to provide help of at least $50 each, totaling $7,500 to cater for $3,000 deficit. Then after which, we'll pay all confirmed Marvel after a month. And finally, we'll reach out to the rich to drive in traffic into the system once again. Now, I'll proceed to tax 6. Now, payment was delayed and it was stretched to 7 days.
referral activities almost reduced to zero, which like is a double problem for us. Old members do not attract new ones. Eventually, a pulse modes were introduced. Old marvels were frozen, and will be available when the system is stable. Now, what are the tasks at our hands now? Now, the solution on our hands now is to pay out small amounts to the less rich by virtue of amount of growth of the marvel. And the case study is like that of what is going on in Nigeria presently. And secondly, we'll confirm marvels which will be paid instrumentally, and doing this, we are using all of the MMM ideology. We will inform participants via their personal office reason for the pulse mode, and encourage them to do more promotional tasks and double their effort. Next, we will encourage people to believe in the system while things stabilize. Next, we'll use our recent testimonies, we'll gather testimonies to convince them that things will stabilize soon and that the pulse mode is for the benefit of the community. Now, finally, we'll place the withdrawal limit, let's say about 10% from the rich persons in the community to limit massive withdrawal of huge amounts out of the system. And I'll end with that, and I'll call on Sherry.
Let me take over from there. Let me say thank you so much, Daniel. Let me round off task 7. Of course, thank you so much. Let me just round off from there. Task 7, of course, we've tried we've tried our efforts to make sure the system comes back. But of course, we can't help the restart of the marvel. Of course, good marvels got removed. And you can always imagine the negative impacts that always come from this media. Very cynical articles being released by the media. The thing is, we have to hit an action plan to be able to make sure we can get things going back in the country of Cameroon. You know, it's quite difficult. How do you really convince somebody that has had a field business that is also a profit in it at the time as well? Let me rule out the solutions, of course, to the restart. But how can we be able to convince them? Of course, first, we are aware that we've been introduce MMM global in Cameroon. So one striking point is that we'll have to be able to introduce Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin comes in, we can start off with Bitcoin immediately. Once we say it's a sustainers of the system with Bitcoin, we can go over to emphasizing the fact that we have to teach these persons the real ideology of MMM. This is not what it means, of course. Let them know that we're not trying to, we don't mean bad for them. Of course, the growth of the system is dependent on everybody. We need everybody to make sure this system keeps running. That's exactly what we have to do. And then thirdly, of course, we must explain to the system what actually happened. Because I found out, if we take Nigeria's kids as a cognizance of what is happening here, we found out oftentimes we can get all of these persons in the community aware of what happened actually that they got the system in a messy condition. We also have to make sure as well that we have to let everybody know that the sustenance of this system lies in the hands of everybody. So they should have to be aware that constant donations, constant provisions of the system are not massive withdrawal. I think this is the most important thing for them to know about. And given the fact that so many persons are also lost their first donations, it's important that we also give them incentive. As I'm talking about is the aspects of philanthropism. This is very essential. You know, when you go out there to maybe visit the elderly people, or you visit destitutes, or you visit orphanages, and try and take pictures of what you do with them, give out persons. I mean, this act of philanthropism, once it's done and posted back to the site, all of my submissions here, once again, it's been batch 133, and I see together we can change the world. Thank you so much, and I rest my case here.
Hi guys, good evening. I'm so sorry about my network earlier, but this is Shoshana from Mentor for batch 135. Thank you so much, batch 133. That was to the point, precise. and keeping to the time. Much appreciated. If we can move over to batch 134, guys, if we can try and keep it to 15 to 20 minutes maximum, it will be appreciated. So batch 134, you can take it from here. Good luck, guys.
Good evening. This is Mr. Emmanuel Obu from batch 134. Please, can you hear me? Please, can you hear me? Hello,
Hi.
good evening. Can you hear me?
Hi, yes, we can hear you. Emmanuel, we can hear you loud and clear. You can proceed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm Obi Manuel Ejofo from batch 134 Business School Day 1 shared compilation. We are sent to Egypt to conduct an open MMM in Egypt. The aim of it is to develop MMM Global Egypt. The objectives, knowing that Egypt being a virgin ground, so as leaders in the economy, we will seek to know the specific needs of the people in Egypt. Hence, our target is to supply them the fantastic ideology of MMM and what they stand to gain the community. Number one, we'll carry out a baseline of Egypt, the terrain, population, language, economy, etc. Carry out a SWOT analysis of MMM in Egypt, to introduce MMM to nationals and residents of Egypt, spread and enlighten members of the ideology of MMM, educate perspective of the risk, rules, and benefits of actively participating in MMM. Seminars will be conducted within 1 week. The target number of participants for each seminar is based at 350. Souvenir like shirts, bags, face caps, and other will be shared to increase awareness and motivate people to join the MMM community. Target audience will include, but not limited to, civil servants, students, unemployed citizens, businessmen and women, marketers, low-income earners, bloggers, social workers, and traders, among others. Target participants for that week is 3,500 participants. Target deposits minimum of $50 per participant, totaling $175,000, which is $50 times 3,500 within a week. Team number will be 20. Team composition, 17 MMM managers guiders, 2 Arabic language translator, 1 guider Egyptian national, 1 legal practitioner Egyptian national. Duration will be 1 week. Then the financial plan. Now we go to the financial plan. Expenses, the quantity, unit costs, and cost in dollar. Hotel accommodation 1 week, $2,010 per room, 7 days, which is equal to $2,100. Then transportation, 2 buses, 300, which is total of 600. Bus SMS 1,500, then which is equal to $100. Handbills 5,000, $0.5 per each, which is equal to $2,500. Banners 10, which is equal to $25 for one, totaling $2,500. Media advert, TV and radio, 7 for 7 days, is equal to 80 per day, equal to $800. Video coverage 10 times, which is equal to $50 per day, per 1 times 10, which is equal to $500. Printing of t-shirts, which is equal to 500 times 4, which is 2,000. And face caps, 500, which is equal to
$4 per one times 500, which is equal to 2,000 writing pens, 1,000 writing pens, which is equal to 4,000 folders, $1,000, $7 per one, which is equal to 7,000 total. Event hall rentage 10 times, which is equal to $450 per day. Events times 10, which is equal to 4,500. Projector, which is equal to $40 per event, which is equal to 10 times 10 times 40, which gives us 400. Sound system, 60 per event, which is equal to $60 per event times 10, which is equal to 600. Snacks is equal to $300 times 350, which is equal to 3,000. Drinks for 10 times event is equal to $250 per event times 10, which is equal to $2,500. Adult staff, 5 persons times 10, which is equal to $6 per person, which is equal to $300, totaling $35,400. Action points: awareness and campaign, as well as promotion of ideology for 1 week. At first, I will discuss with my team for the development of Egypt website, social media pages, group and blog sites, massive advertising through social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, Google Plus, YouTube, Telegram of and its benefits, while it's inviting the residents in the choosing states to attend the seminar on how to get 30% reward monthly on their spare income. Printing souvenir, handbills, branding of t-shirts, face caps within the inscription of Egypt, grow your spare money by 30% monthly. Acquaint them with the ideology of how works, its rules and benefits. Then we will create and join social media platform with Egypt. And again, make collection of people who have contacts in Egypt. Team members will be grouped, and a team of 5 will pay visit to Egypt and to meet those whom they already know and enlighten them on the opportunity. $1,000 or anything will be given to them for expenses. And to some other citizens of the country, Egypt, who knows, to some other countries of the other citizens of the country, Egypt, who knows the area very well and willing to be member or getting paid after. Have in-house meeting with your team, with the citizens inclusive. Choose a city to launch out from. Look for proper venue to conduct seminars. Then 5, carry out publicity, hence creating awareness via radio, flyers, posters, and souvenirs. 6, with an aim to register new prospects. Search for new prospects that will be ready to spread the good news and give them intensive seminar too. The choice of hall for the first seminar should be about 300 capacity with expected turnout of 250 people. Please note that the $550,000 was used for logistics such as hiring of vehicles for road show, vehicles, flyers, souvenirs, hiring of seminar halls. At the meeting, the new prospect will be giving seminar on what is MMM ideology, how it works, benefits, and the don'ts, do and don'ts, our means of contact such as email, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, or any other social media links for proper follow-up. Summary: allocated budget, expenditure, and balance is as follows. Allocated budget $50,000, total expenditure $35,400. Remaining balance is equal to $50,000 minus $35,400 equals to $14,600. Target participant for that week is 3,500, which is times 10 events. Monday to Thursday, 4 seminars per day. Friday, Sunday, 6 seminars per day. Target deposit minimum of $50 per participant, which is equal to $50 times 3,500, which is equal to $175,000 within a week. Tax 2, deliverables from Tax 2. Action plan, resources required, how to pay other participants with 30% growth rates in terms of participant payments, to calculate how many new members and contribution needed in order to be able to make the required payments to the older participants within the next 3 weeks. Calculation done. Assuming average donation is now $100. Number of registered participants, 3,500. Amount donated by participants, 2,500 participants times 100, which is equal to $250,000. Registration bonus for 2,500 participants in first week is equal to $20 each. For donations not more than $499 is equal to 20 times 3,500, which is equal to $70,000 US. Then 30% market growth rate, amount donated plus amount donated is equal to 0.3 times $350,000 plus 350,000 is equal to 105,000 plus 350,000 is equal to $455,000. Total amount $455,000 plus 70 registration bonus, which is equal to $525,000. Therefore, total amount to pay back participants that deposited in the first week is equal to $525,000. Initial donation is $350,000. Therefore, cash needed to balance in the first week is equal to $525,000 minus $350,000, which is equal to $175,000. In order for us to be able to pay old participants, $105,000 will need to bring in new participants into the system. Since each participant deposits an average of $100, to get the number of participants needed, divide $105,000 by 100, which is equals to that. So we need 1,750 participants. Action plan. That is why we have guiders in the community, upgrade guiders in the community, and give good incentive. This work boosts their morale. This works to boost their morale, to get new participants. Every guider needs to get at least new members. Week 1, guiders upgraded and enabled to work. These guiders will be directed to create a Facebook fan page and run pro ADS for the first week. This will need to close to $200 to enable them to pay for adverts. Okay. Then week 2, registration will take in Facebook targeted ADS yield results within the first week. We are having not less than 30 participants ready to donate seminars. Seminars and offline events will take the major time in this week. Visit the orphanage and doing some charity events. This would require about $5,000. This is where the focus is placed. This alone gets the public to believe we are out for good. Take pictures of events on Facebook and other social platforms. Week 3, within this period, the impact has already been made. Citizens are interested in our movements, and they make contacts via social media channels and social media channels. Expect registration from this period will rise to 2,000 new members and will cover the cost of paying new members who will be due in some days now. Tax 3. Budget. Budget, hotel accommodation, travel, hotel accommodation, 1 week, 12 rooms, 210 per person, 7 days, which is equal to $2,100. Transportation and logistics, buses, 2 buses, $200, 200 participants, which is equal to 600. Then media and adverts, $80, which is equal to $80 per person, which is equal to $800. Then video coverage, 10 times, which is equal to 50, which is 500. Event hall rental, 10 times, which is 450. And 10, which is equal to 4,500. Projectors, 10 times, 40 per event, which is equal to $400. Sound system, 10 times, 60 per event.
Hi, Emmanuel. Hi.
Yeah, I can.
Hi, Emmanuel. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. You have about 5 minutes left, guys. Please try and round up. We do appreciate your efforts, but obviously we're running out of time. So you have 5 minutes just to round up, okay? Thank you.
Okay. Then ad hoc 5 persons, $6 per person, which is equal to $200, totaling $12,200. Since cash needed is $1,050,000, since therefore 14,600 minus 12,300 is equal to 2,300. In summary, allocated remaining budget is equal to $14,600. Adjusted budget, which is equal to $14,600 minus 12,300, which is equal to 2,300. Remaining balance, $2,300. We go to tax 4. Action plan. Average registration from previous month is 40,150 participants, and this is also projected for the new month. But due to the celebration, registration dropped by 75%. Registration during festival, then 5% times 40,100 is equal to 10,038 participants. Difference in registration is equal to 40,150 minus 10,038, which is equal to 30,112 participants. Therefore, to meet up with this setback, more registration needs to be made after the celebration. Targeted members of added registration, 30,112 for divided by 4 weeks, which is equal to 7,528 participants. Targeted number of participants per week is equal to 40,000 plus 7,528, which is equal to 47,678. Plan of action to sustain the system due to the 75% loss. Number 1, partnership with the popular event centers for us to hold study seminars. The already trained managers will help in giving awareness, orientation to the participants on the situation and reassure them of the honesty and healthiness of the community. 3, we will participate fully during the festival, sharing MMM flyers and holding charity events to sensitize participants about MMM ideology, how it works, benefits, rules, risk about it. During the holiday bonuses are given to encourage people to provide help. That is holiday bonus. Stop the 14-day withdrawal, get help option, meaning that all donors can only receive help after 30 days for the sustenance of the system. 6, encourage participants to provide help at least 40% of the amount they receive as per help. Mandates guide us to make more pledges. Load our social media platform with video testimonies of participants who have benefited from the MMM community. Then tax 5, solution to tax 5, train more guiders to work alongside with the initial ones. Organize a conference meeting with the participants for informing them of the situation, avoid widespread panic and misinformation. In addition, we will have a massive campaign and outreach in different regions, visited or yet to be visited, to make up for the loss in the past stores enabling us to meet the desired targets and covering more states, cities, regions as well. Participants, by using available, ensure that intense publicity being carried out to newly registered. Participants, by participating by using available means to such TV, advert, blogs, text messages, via blog, SMS, fax, mails, etc. to instill MMM rules and regulation as well as ideology among the population. Increase the freeze period from 14 days to 21 days, hoping that we will recruit more people during the freeze period. Also, encourage participants to open Bitcoin accounts so they can link up globally with anyone, thereby easing the current deficit. The all participants should be well sensitive on what port mode means as not to cause panic, which could affect getting new participants. Increase referral bonus from 10% to 20% and increase interest rate from 30 to 50% to attract more participants. Create a forum for guidance, capacity building, and constant sensitization can be made. Presentation. Communicate through the personal office. Participants are regard recent development. Reduction in leaders' bonus to enable us pay the ordinary participants. Guiders' bonus should suspend, and the use of Bitcoin can be introduced to get participants outside Nigeria so that the level of panic.
Hi, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for the presentation. The time is up. Thanks for all the efforts. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. Unfortunately, we have 2 more batches for the night. So thank you so much for that. Okay, moving on to batch 1. Guys, good luck, and it's over to you all. And guys, let's just keep it under 20 minutes. That's what we're working towards. Okay, great. Good luck, guys. It's over to batch 135.
Okay, my name is Adekunle Adetunji, representing batch 135. I salute every guide and every mentor in the house and all the other reps available that are representing their batches. I hope everyone can hear me. And I'll continue. If I can't be heard, then I should be alerted. Thank you. Our task 1 is okay. I believe everyone can hear me. All right. Our task 1 is to bring MMM to Nigeria. Our task 1 is to bring MMM to Nigeria. So the first thing we do is to get the information about the country, and we were able to find out that Nigeria is a very huge country with a population of about 170 million people. They have an official language.
Excuse me, please. Were you tasked to launch MMM in Nigeria?
Yes.
What is your batch number, please?
Batch 135.
Guys. And hurry up.
Yes, you can proceed. Batch 135. Thank you.
Okay. So we found out that Nigeria is a country, a huge country with a population of about over 170 million. They have an official language of English, and they have 3 major local languages: Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. And to take off, on the first day we had a meeting to determine how we are going to do our offline presentations and how we are going to do our online presentations. So on the first day, we focused on the largest state, which is in Nigeria, which is Lagos State. And we set a date for the offline seminar and chose delegates that will pick up information about venues, flyers, and posters and other things. And we set the date to be the 7th day of the week for the seminar. On day 2, we ordered and launched Google and Facebook ads that will link to our MMM host website and give more info about our offline seminar with invitations.
And we also started making concrete arrangements for our seminar, like booking the hall that we use, renting projectors and sound systems, and we select the speakers to draft what they will say on the particular day. On day 3, we divide into different groups, go into different parts of Lagos State to sensitize the people about our program and inviting them for our seminar and telling them the benefits of them, that MMM will bring to their lives, and the ideology of MMM and what MMM thinks about financial freedom. On day 4, we spend the day preparing for our seminar, designing the hall and to reflect the beauty of MMM. We check all our sounding equipment, we check our generators, and we make sure that everything is set for our seminar. And while after doing that, we also take time to check on the progress of our ads. If people are clicking on our ads, and if people are using our ads and using the information provided. On day 5, we hold this seminar with the project of while projecting to have close at least a minimum of 500 people, and projecting to at least get 300 registrations from them. And during this seminar, we try and convince people and tell them about the ideology of MMM. We tell them about the rules of MMM. We tell them that why MMM came into play, and we tell them the reasons why MMM is in Nigeria. Yes, on day 6, all the teams come back together, and we go out for offline promotions to talk to people one-on-one in market squares, in schools, in very popular areas, in major junctions, in churches, and in other places where people are gathered. On day 7, we try and reach out. We try and reach out to each and every person that we have contacted, and we have gotten their contact number, be it email, Facebook, through phone. We contact each and every one of them to encourage them to tell them that MMM is not here to take your money away, but MMM is here to connect you to all your fellow member, your fellow people around the world, just to bring you financial freedom. So that is basically what we do for the 7 days that we used to introduce MMM into Nigeria. So and doing this, we use the resources of the $50,000 that we were given to start up the capital, which we equate to about 15 million, which gave to about 15 million naira. Of course, we use the internet to launch our Google Ads. We use the internet to launch our Facebook page, YouTube channels, Twitter, Gmail accounts, Google Drive, and all things we can do on MMM. So during this time, we were expecting at least a windfall of about 300 participants, 300 registrations from the offline presentations, and we expect at least, due to the huge reach of the internet, we expect about 500 from the internet presentations. Moving on to tax 2. The aim of and objective of to tackle tax 2 is to calculate the new members and contributions needed in order to meet the target of payments for all participants. And the plan of action we will take is to execute surveys of other cities, organize seminars in these cities, and we add more friends on social media, and we put more adverts out. We encourage participants to invite prospects with incentives. Here, we expect the rate of new participants to increase to about 250 per week and contribute about 30,800 naira. The minimum numbers of new participants for the next 3 weeks will be about 750, and then contributions expected will be from the 750 participants donating at least 30,800 naira each, which is equating to $100. It will totally give us about 23 million. So from that, we will be able to pay old participants who registered in the first week. Okay, so moving on to tax 3. The plan of action for tax 3, after a month and we are already 100 manager, we understand that we might have already registered up to 900 persons, and the total contribution would have already climbed up to 27 million, and registration bonuses will be up to 5 million. and we have to pay a 30% growth if we are to continue with this project, which will be about 831,600 naira. So required registration that we will need will be about 1,100 new registrations. And if we should expect higher growth, we should use the power of referral. Each person will be trained on how to at least bring 2 referrals each to get a bonus of 10%. This would bring total registration from 1,100 to about 2,200 if we are able to double the amount of people, the amount of persons each people are able to bring. And this will help us greatly in achieving our goal. And if this does not work fine, we will then focus on getting more media adverts and sponsored pages, and we will recruit 1 or 2 famous people to just wear our shirts and use our souvenirs so that people can get more interest in MMM Nigeria. And this will just reduce our budget by about 20%, which is about $2,000. All right, moving on to tax 4. Well, moving on to tax 4, in Nigeria, we found out that they have multiple holidays. They celebrate multiple holidays. They have Christian holidays, they have Islamic holidays. But the one that takes that record shows that money is spent the most is the Christmas holidays. So we target the Christmas holidays. And what do we do to cut down the negative projections during the holidays? What we do is visit our SWOT analysis of the MMM Nigeria that we've already done, and we analyze the threat and analyze the negativity that can come from the media. And also we participate in the festival, we participate with them, we celebrate with them as they celebrate, and as we do that, we share around MMM t-shirts, we share around MMM caps, we share around MMM pens and all other souvenirs that we can make available. We make attractive promos available, example like $10 on all registrations between the festival periods. We give transportation to different people going to different venues to celebrate their festivals. We organize events and shows to enlighten the participants and the general public. This show will target about 1,000 or more persons with income generation to be about 17 million naira. This event will be at night to help participants cool off from the day's work, because we did find out that in Nigeria, many people work from morning to night and in low income. The resources we will need for that is about 50. It will still be from our $50,000 US, and we will need to pay some artists and comedians to do well for us. And the calculations for that will be, we will need, for the remaining 3 weeks of the month, we will need about 313 new registrations to give us up to 6 million naira, which will help us collate and add to the additional participants that have already donated. And this together will help us cover all the negativity and the amount of people that are losing faith in MMM Nigeria. And so the resources needed will be the empowerment of more participants to be managers and leaders in the community to increase the cash flow, and so that that will also increase the outflow of money to other participants. The cost estimate of all this tax is about taking over 13 million, and we use about 770,000 naira for the seminars. We use 308,250 naira for advert placement on all platforms. We use now 125,000 naira for charity events, and we still project to have close to over 11 million for our remaining tax. Moving on to tax 5. Our action plan for tax 5, and the first thing we do is to meet to determine why the regression and what we think is the problem, and we might suspect it might be one of the following. It might be language and cultural barriers. It might be negative media and individual people spreading rumors. It might be that people are not meeting up with their responsibility of providing help. It might be that people do not understand the MMM concept because of maybe probably the Ponzi schemes that have scammed them before. So they don't believe in the fact that MMM is not a Ponzi scheme, but that MMM is here to help them and save them from and give them financial freedom. And it might also be about the account of people being hacked. It might be about people putting in fake deposit slips, claiming they've paid when they've not, and about people being blocked because they did not follow MMM rules, and the wrong perception of MMM by religious bodies. And what we do about that is we have a meeting with the managers. We have a meeting with managers to determine, to teach them and let them know how to go about dealing with unsatisfied participants or unsatisfied prospects or confused prospects and everything like that. We create a public meeting in the free venue course that will be accessible to many people that will be able to come together and share ideas and share opinions. We have an open meetings with critics and people that believe that MMM is a Ponzi scheme, and we tell them and give them every information and every reason to join MMM. We organize public presentations, we organize competition with prizes, we put a target in place to reward achievement. We put out more ideology training, we visit indigenes, and we do more to invite people to join MMM. And doing this, if we know that we can get up to, once we have 68,000 participants, the total amount to be paid will be at least up to 943 million naira, and we will need about 88,000 registrations. Moving on to tax 6. The aim of tax 6 is to revitalize the system. So to revitalize the system, we have to encourage existing members to be more active. We have to motivate them to partake in manager training. We have to facilitate referral activity. We have to organize more quality seminars in other regions and parts of the country. And we have to attain productive MMM productions. We have promotions and to ensure utilization of this system to optimal level. We educate members about what port move means. We educate members about their role on the healthiness and sustainability of MMM. We persuade active members to apply for managers training so as to increase the cultivating level of MMM ideology and modus operandi to the man of all. We do more aggressive and online promotions. We organize quality seminars. We draft a realizable and cost-effective charity on areas not visited before we
Hi, Adek. Sorry, time is up. You just need to say one more sentence and then it's going to be up, okay? So you just need to round up and we move over to batch 136. Sorry about that. Thanks.
All right. My final word on this will be on tax 7, which is to say that all we need to do to alleviate all the problems MMM might be facing is to just confront the challenge and let the members know that the reasons why the system is here is for their financial freedom and not to take their money away, and show them all the incentives that they might be getting. Thank you very much. These are the duties signing out for batch 135.
Okay, thank you, batch 135, guys. Okay, I'm going to move over to the last batch, which is batch 136, guys. It's over to you. Good luck, and after which we mentors will close for the night, guys. So good luck, batch 136. It's over to you, batch 136.
Can you hear me, please? Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. You can continue. Batch 136.
Okay, my name is Matthew Onoja, and I'm representing batch 136. Yeah, we have a tax to launch MMM in Cameroon, which has a basic population of 4 million approximately, with the largest city, which is Douala. And the ethnic group there is, they have 3 major ethnic groups. The tribes, they have over 240 tribes, and they have 3 religions. They're Christianity, Islam, and animism. Now, the plan of our action there is to launch MMM in Cameroon, and some of the tasks we've decided to do is to create social network targeting Cameroon Facebook, and to add as many possible from the country, develop videos and upload them, and also to join existing large social media groups. Then also the cost of internet services for social penetration is $200, and these are what I've just mentioned as social media presentations we intend to do. Then the physical penetration, we set up a team on ground in Douala, and all what will cost the logistics for that will be $10,000. And also we create physical awareness through offline event promoting MMM, and that will cost us $5,000. Then we print t-shirts which we use for one-on-one canvassing, and also road shows, which cost us $1,000. Then we get an interpreter, and at this level, we have not come up with a cost. So that will be calculated from our miscellaneous when as we go on. Now, on the seminar day, we will acquire a venue for $3,000. We prepare the post banner for $500. Then we'll tutor all intended participants in all the major ways of which we could introduce MMM to prospective participants. Then we will introduce a special offer raffle draw, where we have seminars, where we have road shows. We'll do a raffle draw, and that will be costing us about $300. Then we have a balance of $30,000 because we have an initial capital, which an initial amount that was awarded to us, which was $50,000. We have $30,000 remaining assets. Now we'll do some follow-up, which will continue interacting with all who indicate interest. We'll get through to all promising participants, and then we'll continue encouraging existing participants PH to register, and we'll also continue to register for them to continue talking to their downlines. Now there are some estimated costs we've made, which has to do with the participants, which attract $500. The estimated average contribution $300. Estimated total to be obtained in that period is $150. $150,000. Estimated resources needed is $20, and the remainder of initial sum will be $30. Now I'll be moving to text 2, which is we have the limits of $100, roughly $100 as the contributions for Cameroon. So in this period, we have a plan. We have an action plan, which has to do. We have a grace period for 3 weeks. We have a total existing participant for 500, and that's the targeted participant. We have an average contribution, which is $100. Now in this period, we have a total expected payout of $75,000. Then we'll have a total contribution required of $750. Then we have an estimated new participants of also $750. Since we have a contribution, the contribution of approximately $100, so we'll be needing an estimated participant of 750 participants. Then, in order to successfully fund the payment of the existing participants, we have to register at least 684 new participants within the next 3 weeks, which is a very big task for us. As we work in Cameroon. Now, we'll intensify already established approaches. We train and encourage the existing participants. We build a relationship with the existing participants and make them trust us. Because when they trust us, they'll listen to us and they'll abide to what we're saying. Now, we share inspirational experiences with new and existing participants. Then we'll continue the raffle draw done in the first week so as to encourage new prospective members to register. Then we carry the MMM campaign to another densely populated city. Now, with this, I think I'm okay. At the end of this, we'll have a total financial resources required for that period, which will be $3,300. Then we'll have a remainder of initial sum, which will be $26,700. Now, I'm kind of to move to task 3, which is to have a same plan for another month on the basis of the results of previous calculation. Now, in this tax, we have so many calculations, which I might not, for time constraint, I might not be breaking down, but I will just give the points as we have calculated. The total existing participation would be 750. The total new member from last month is 1,250. Average contribution is 1,000. Registration bonus per new participant is $20. Then expected normal payouts will be $150. That's the $100, the registration bonus, and the referral bonus for each new member. That will make a participant be going home. Will be having the bonus of $130. And the referral bonus will amount for the total will amount to $2,500. The total expected payout for this period will be $200,000. Total estimated contribution will be $2,000, and then the estimated new participant for this period will be 750. Now, what's the plan of action? Our plan of action is to acquire a venue for seminar and sponsor new welfare, which will cost us $3,000, and also to continue our raffle draw of $3,000. Sorry, of $300. Now, total financial resources required is $3,300, and the balance we'll be having at this period is $23,400. Then our tax 4 now is our main objective here is to increase to have numbers of participants and contributions which you calculated earlier. Now, in this period, we have already had a plan of action, which is to have a total existing participants of 2,000, which we had already calculated. Now, the total number period to previous month is 1,250. The total new member from last month is 750. Average contribution is 100. Then expected normal payout per month is 150. Referral bonus $10. Total referral bonus $7,500. Total expected payout is $297,500. Now the total expected contribution will be $2,975. Estimated new participant will be 975. Now we observe that from the other tax to this time, for the other week, so this time it has exceeded. And that is what we intend to do to continue growing the MMM Cameroon. Now, in order to achieve the feat, we have the following plans and actions, which is to continue an average strategy previously adopted in both at the beginning and in the second week, to double our efforts on areas with poor outcome to ensure the achievement of the target number of new participants. Now, there are some number of expected registrations per week, which is 244. The registration in second week is 61. Total registration in the first week is 183. Total required registration for the rest of the month will be 914 because there is a shortfall. Now, we require 914 new participants to donate at an average of $100 for the continuous development of the system. If this can be achieved, total inflow required for the remaining month will be $731,000. With the strategy stated below, we will be able to achieve the required 731 participants within the remaining 2 weeks. And some of the strategies that we have in place is to investigate the case of a fall in registration, to effectively troubleshoot the cause of the fall so that we prevent subsequent future occurrence. Then we'll use some resources that we needed. the internet. The team, since we already have a strong pool of team badge that we're remaining, we will involve more hands this time around because we need to go out fully well. We need to go out, we need to capture it, and we will improve on our coverage at this moment. Then also the finances to cover the promotion and the event for aggressive awareness. The raffle draw promotion is 600, and then aggressive awareness event is 3,000. Now total financial resources required is 3,600, and we have a remainder of initial fund, which is 19,800. At this point, I wish to allow my other colleague, Tope, to continue with the presentation. Thank you very much. Hello, Tope.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for all your efforts in presenting tonight. I know it's not easy, but you did very well. Thank you, guys. We'll have Mr. Zoni, if he's here, to give us the last words before we close. Mr. Zana, are you in?
Hello.
Hi, we can hear you.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and those participants. Thanks for the presentation. Some participants will even do presentation regarding all the news that was across worldwide this weekend. But you strive to give your full best shot in terms of presenting. Even presenting, you've presented the correct presentation. Why am I saying correct? It's because it's still in line with everything that has to be discussed in the guidance school. So what you need to understand for any guidance school, either you're in Africa guidance school, Nigeria guidance school, Ghana guidance school, or whichever country you are in, it will depend on the level of capacity, on the level of the word just went across my mind right now. Is it level of competence? But I want to give it a way to say someone is given power to do something, strength to do something. There are people who will be in this kind of school and they will be sitting saying, what are we doing here? Because even our POs is slow. Whatever we're trying to do, it's slow. There are people who are sending those comments, and we will grasp that information and we will not do anything because it is nature. We understand whatever is happening in someone's PO, it affects him or her because we do not have your login details. So what you see on your PO, it's your own information. So you do not have to share any information of your PO with us. Why am I saying this? It's because some participants will say, I have so much macro balance. I have so much, it is your information. It is your information. There are other participants who have small macro balance, but their BP, blood pressure, is very high because what they contributed into the community, it's what they had. Even if you can say it's too much, yours is even higher than whatever amount you may say, it's still the same. The way you have contributed is still the same as the other participants' contribution.
That is why it comes to a point to say Triple M is a community. Triple M is a community because you assist each other willingly, depending on your level of competence. What is level of competence in this regard? It is when you are sending an amount to a participant, knowing that you are assisting the participant. There are some participants who will assist other participants for the sake of making any profit or interest or whatever. No, it is not a bank. You do not have to do such a contribution. If your contribution is against it, it's to have interest, profit, and whatever. Your contribution is not that it's not allowed, but in the sense of understanding information as a guider, you need to know that provide help. It's not a provide help that is the participant is willing to do. So whatever you are doing inside the community, it's only the agreement between the participant and the participant. What am I saying? I'm saying the participant himself and what that participant is thinking. That's the level of competence. So whatever you are doing to the community, it's your own doing. Do not grasp whatever participants' opinions say and whatever participants suggest. Do what is right for your own understanding. It is your own PO. If you see huge amounts of Mavro and someone is seeing less amount of Mavro, you are not, or you are not, you do not have to see yourself as a big shot, to say, I have more Mavros than this participant. And what I have to do is, can you kindly, open limit for us and open, that's not appropriate, because you need to understand what the community is for. I have provided help of that amount because that's what I was willing to do. That's the amount I really wanted to provide. Some people will be, there are some comments. They read these messages. Some participants are sending Skype messages, and they are too much. And I always read them when I want to understand exactly what is happening. Some participants will send, because as I understand some of these messages concern, they come from the participants who want to be guiders and guiders who just graduated. Use some questions that you cannot even answer. A question where you say maybe not even a question, some screenshots that we see along the platforms, Skype, and someone writing to support. Bring back my money. As a participant and a guide, you need to understand who are you writing to. Okay, you have your money. Where is it? Where did you see it? Where's the screenshot of the money that you have sent to the people you are asking from? If you ask for your money where you did not send it, what do you call that? It is asking, or is it you are now loaning from that participant? Easily right to support. Please loan me a certain amount, but do not ask for your money because they do not have your money. Your money, you have sent it to that order. That's the participant you send the amount to. This is not a message to say, call the participants who sent you, whom you have donated to, and ask for your money. No, that's not the case. The Mavros written there is the information that you need to understand and interpret, that whatever help I will ask for is that greater, it's from those Mavros that I am seeing on the PO. You will never ask for help that is greater than the Mavros that you have in your PO. So that's your ticket to ask for help in the community. If your Mavros grow accordingly, maybe they are now, it's the effort that the system will put in order to give participants the chance to ask for help at that amount, not the amount, at that level of a Mavro balance that you have. You can never ask for help for 1 million. I will not say currency. because we are it's worldwide. Some people are in Uganda, Tanzania, and so on and so on. So the currency is just that. So I'll use maybe the USD. So you cannot ask for help of 100,000 USD when you do not have 100,000 USD not USD Mavro in your account, because one Mavro is equals to one of your currency. So if your currency is the Kenyan shillings, then it's 1:1 Kenyan shillings of your Mavro balance into your account of PO. So that's how it is. So what was happening during the weekend, it's information that needs to be taken part, and you need to understand and grasp it or analyze it yourself. Do not, it's inappropriate for someone to analyze some people's information. That's how it is. So you focus on your community. The reason why there are Skype groups, why did in this class maybe go from somewhere, maybe through emails? Why not send us through emails and so on? The Skype groups, they bring participants together. One, there's a disadvantage. People can be polluted by someone's comment. Maybe say someone is saying it has crashed. No, what are you saying yourself? That's the first question you need to ask yourself before you can answer that participant's message. Always, whatever someone is writing, it is not positive. Even if the information is positive, but in you, it will not be positive until you analyze and give a solution to it. Even if I can say now, all Mavros are green. Some participants will now go and write into POs. Mavros are green. We had someone in Kaida school saying Mavros are green. What are you saying yourself? What did you ask yourself to say? What am I saying regarding this information that I have received? Then people send information throughout the whole platforms, and that information is it's not even true. So that's how guiders need to understand how the community needs to be developed. You cannot develop a community where you are just copy and paste. You see information, you copy and you paste, because you want your downlines to see that you add the news letter. You are able to get information. That information is incorrect. The one that you are sending. What did you do to verify it? That's the first step you need as a guide to take part into before you can send information to us. This is just a statement that has to be shared before any graduation upgrades and so on, because it's critical. CRO and support have raised issues that participants send information anyhow, and they take that information to be true even if they did not verify it. As a guider, it is better to ask a question than to create panic. At the moment, there is a development of the new model. The new model is designed to give full participation from participants. Either there is growth or either there is no growth. It will give out full participation from participants. So there won't be any participant who will not be involved into the community from now on up until as the model continues to work. So that's how it is. So the pressure that you've put to support and also everyone around the development team, the ones who are developing the new model, it will create more glitches and more glitches. Because when panic is created, I want to give you assurance. When panic is created, these people, they create the system for us so that you can be able to use it. So if you are creating panic, they will release the system even if it is not finished. And it will create glitches from one up until you do not even understand what the model is. So patience is virtue. Obviously, patient pays, and struggle, you know what struggle happens. So if you are patient enough to understand what the system or new model will give you, you will be able to be patient. You people even write to support, bring our money back. Where is the money? That's how someone will ask. It's better to write the correct language. support, please link me with another participant to pay back my money. That's a good explanation to support how you will be able to get your funds or your marvels that are there. And maybe you need to go to the hospital and you write the correct description into support tab. That's how you need to understand it. Now that's a guide. So if a guide writes the information in the participant side, maybe he says bring back the money and so on and so on. That means the guide has to be downgraded because they do not know the information, they do not know how to categorize the information. Either the information they send through support is either verified or not. But what we need to understand is a guide has to have a different language from participant side. And a guide needs to teach participants how to communicate to support, how to communicate to other participants. Second part, it comes to the system itself. At the moment, the system, it's not a system in terms of saying it's a community. The system is just a system or a technological state that assists the movement of the community. The community itself must have used a physical method of paying out participants from one participant to the other in donation exchange model. But at the present moment, 21st and 22nd century, it is technological state where systems are used to adjust some mistakes that a human being can do in the next time frames or as hours go. A human being sleeps, the system does not sleep. So it is 24/7. So that's why we are using a system to send out orders for participants who has to send and receive amount. So the system is not a participant, it's not a community. You do not have to send an amount to the system. Whoever is saying an amount has been sent to the system, please report that account is invalid. You should not send money to an account that is linked to the system itself. It should be an account linked to participant. Whatever you do, you need to verify the participant. Is the participant available? That's the first thing. If it's available, then send the participant the amount that is written into the order. Do not send an amount that is not written into the order. A participant will call you, send me 500 rands or 500 NG and 500 US dollars and so on. If that 500 is not written into the order, that amount is amount is written into the order. That's what the system has done. At the present moment, support CRO. Okay, support reports to CRO. So support has sent a request to say participants at the present moment, there are some partial orders, and partial orders need to be addressed accordingly. If a participant receives a partial order or whatever order, you should not state the amount of that order. The amount written into the dispatcher is the amount you need to receive. You need to confirm the amount you have received, which is written into the order. You should not wait up until the full amount has been received. A participant has received 200 USD, waiting for 300 USD, then it does not confirm the 200 USD because what he has changed to what she has changed has not fully came into the account. So you need to accept or you need to confirm whatever amount you have received written into the order. If the amount you need to receive is 200 as per the dispatcher, and the participant sends you 100, you do not have to confirm. Confirm when the amount is written into that dispatcher has been received. If you have received 4 dispatcher orders, you need to acknowledge all 4 dispatcher orders depending on the amount of each dispatcher order. So that's how you need to understand this. The system is not a human being. It does not sleep. The system is not a bank. It does not take any money. It does not, it records PH and GH. Whatever you have provided help, it records it into the system so that you can see it. If a participant requests for help, that Marvel Day will be deducted from that system, and you will be given an order, and the order will not be system. The order will be a participant's details to send to the amount that you requested to provide help, or the amount that you requested to receive from other participant as a get help. So those are the functions you need to understand. So at the present moment, you need to understand your state. Whether it's some participants said there is pause mode from Nigeria. There is no such, there are things that you do not have to specify, because such words they are too much. Let me just give you an example. You can even search the dictionary for two words. There is a word that is strong and a word that is weak, but they are meaning the same thing. There is a word that I do not want, not a word, but a phrase. I do not want. Okay. Then there is another a word that shortens I do not want, as in define. Please check dictionary of the word define and see how strong it is. And that word, it can give you problems when you are when you mention it to others, because define is the strongest word that says you do not, it's over do not want. So please understand, if the system is slow, say the system is slow at the present moment. Do not say and maybe you're out of airtime and say it's pause mode. No, it's not pause mode. What is a pause mode? Pause mode is when everything is standstill. Stand still. You create order, no input. You want to GH, no GH order created. Macros not growing. Everything is stand still. That's pause mode. Please understand the logistics and the words you need to use about the system. That's all for the present moment of the graduation batch 1 to 9 up until 136. That's the information you need to understand at the present moment. So as soon as you pick up, whatever you pick up, it's either you pick up the system from where it is, you need to understand what you are doing. There are some participants who would say, whatever is there, next to me, that's not the logistics, that's not how you need to work. At the present moment, you need to continue what you were doing from last year, because Nigeria was launched a year ago, which is around approximately 1 year, 2 months. So you need to understand what you are doing in the community. If you are here for games, then you will receive a game. But if you are here for seriousness and assisting participants, you will receive assistance from other participants. What you do to others is what will be done to you. Not in a bad way, but a good night, everyone. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, Mr. Zwani. Thank you, everyone. Mentors, do you want to say goodbyes?
Okay, thanks for that, Guys, I just want to congratulate each and every one of you for me. I know it was a lot of sacrifice and commitment, and you have really stood out as you come full circle in actually doing a brilliant presentation. As Mr. Zwani
I'm broadcasting to
best guidance that you can possibly be, and all I can say is put your best foot forward, and God bless you. And just remember, I think we are mentors, and we're mentors for life, so you can still rely on us to try and help you, but just be the best guider that you can be. For me, good night, God bless, and well done, guys.
Hi guys, this is Mentor Lukman, batch 136. I just want to say I was very impressed with all the presentations. I know some of you didn't get to finish speaking, but we did have access to all the documents, so we can see the effort that you put in. Very well done, and congratulations for completing this guided school course. From here on in, it's just a matter of the mentors completing the markings, you guys completing the submissions, and then you'll be able to we'll be able to tell you whether you've passed or not. Some of you already can see whether you've passed. So from here, your mentors will take you through the rest of the process. We're pretty much done with the course. Well done to everybody. And well done for staying the course tonight. I know it was a long session, but it was necessary, obviously. So I just want to congratulate you on that and wish you guys good night. We'll meet you guys. Well, I'll meet my batch in our Skype group. Good night, guys.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Lukman. My name is Kuzai Olukani, page 129. I just want to congratulate you all those who made it. You can already see your progress right now. We still to moderate. Maybe 3-4 days from now, everyone will have their results published. Good luck with all of you for building your dreams and growing it, building and growing it. It was such a bliss to work with each and every one of you guys. Thank you all when you continue to work together as a team and assist each other where possible. In this community, we continue to help each other throughout. This is not a journey for individuals, but we are all a family, a global village. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Mentioned on this one here at 1:30. I'd like to congratulate everyone for making this call. And well done, guys, in the presentation. Good luck with those who have been asked. Please do resubmit the correct version. Thank you, guys.
Okay, guys, it's Mentor Oda here. Mr. Zoni just wrote now that submission will close Friday, 2100 GTM. So make sure that Friday the submissions are done and dusted. And make sure that they're marked and remarked, but do not, pested. Thank you. Wish you all the best and good night.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.